Hey, before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real gripping stories. I was lounging on the couch, mindlessly scrolling, when her message popped up. Short, cold, final. Don't call me. 2 quick taps of my thumb and I fired back a reply before even realizing the anger coursing through me. Then came, "Don't come home," sent. That little blue arrow felt like a guillotine swinging down. She called immediately. I declined again and again. By the 7th ring, I stormed into the bedroom and flung my phone onto the duvet as if it had been poisoned. The screen kept lighting up. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. Every ping felt like a needle digging under my skin. I paced barefoot across the cold hardwood, feeling its grooves bite at my feet the same way her words were gnawing at me. 8 years of her drifting to sleep on my chest, while a documentary about penguins played quietly in the background. 8 years of her stealing the blankets, only to apologize in the morning with that crooked smile that always made me melt. 8 years. And now, don't call me. No one says that unless they're hiding something. I opened her MacBook sitting on the dresser, the one she never locks because, supposedly, we had no secrets. The cursor blinked, as if aware of what was coming. I told myself I was overreacting. Trust was all we had left, wasn't it? But my fingers were already moving. Finder, iCloud. Messages. That little spinning wheel mocked me. There they were. Hundreds of green bubbles from a contact saved simply as EM. Not Mom, not Maria from work. Just EM. I scrolled up, stomach twisting. EM. Can't wait to taste you again, Sarah. Stop. I'm in a meeting. M. Tonight my place is empty, Sarah. I'll think of an excuse. M. You always do. Winking face. The room tilted. The air thickened, and suddenly my own heartbeat sounded deafening. I couldn't stop scrolling. Its pain, I realized, was addictive, like pressing a bruise to make sure it's real, and then a photo. Her in our bed. Our bed, the one with gray linen. Sheets I had picked out last spring. She was on her stomach, hair fanning. The pillow completely naked, the curve of her spine catching the light. Caption, "Wish you were here right now." I made a sound I didn't recognize. Part laugh, part growl. The laptop slammed shut so violently the dresser shuddered. My phone buzzed. Again, 20 missed calls. 2122. I went to the kitchen seeking something sharp. Not to hurt anyone. God, no. Just to feel a different kind of pain. The knife block. Stared back. I grabbed the chef's knife we'd registered for. The one she used while chopping onions and humming off-key. I pressed the cold steel to my forearm, wondering if this was what losing your mind felt like. The front door rattled. "Her keys! Open the door, please," she called, voice cracking. "Please, baby. Let me explain." I didn't move. The knife stayed pressed to my arm like a lover-turned-traitor. "I know you saw," she said through the wood. "I know you. Read everything. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Sorry." That cheap word again. Another rattle, then a soft thump. Backed her forehead against the door. I pictured it perfectly. "It didn't mean anything," she whispered. "It was stupid. An escape. You've been distant, and I said loudly enough for her to hear. A voice like gravel poured over glass. "Don't you dare put this on me." Silence. Then the sound of her sliding down the door until she sat on the welcome mat we'd bought in Lisbon. Hiccuping sobs that she only let out when she thought no one was listening. I opened the door. She looked up. Mascara streaked. Lips trembling. For a terrible second, I almost fell to my knees and held her. Muscle memory is cruel. "Who is he?" I asked. She swallowed. "My boss. Of course, the late nights. The new perfume. Lipstick. Even on Saturdays." "How long?" "For months. While I planned a surprise weekend in Vermont. While I learned her mother's biryani recipe because she missed home. Months of her returning. To me, someone else still lingering on her skin." I laughed. Short, sharp, involuntary. "Get your stuff," I said. 10 minutes. She stood, legs unsteady. "Where am I supposed to go?" That sounds like your problem, I said, tasting metal in my mouth. She stepped in, eyes catching the knife in my hand. I hadn't realized I was holding it. I set it on the counter, blade away, like basic decency still mattered. She moved. Toward the bedroom, shoulders slumped, as though trying to occupy less space in the world. I followed at a distance, watching her pull a duffel from the closet. The same one we took to Iceland when we swore routine wouldn't destroy us. Hands. Trembling, she folded clothes. I still love you, she said softly to a sweater. That never changed. I leaned against the doorframe. Love doesn't slip out at 2 a.m. Love doesn't lie for 4 months. Love doesn't send naked pictures from the bed we chose together. She zipped the bag. Sound was deafening at the door, hand on the knob. She said, I ended it tonight. Before I texted you, I told him it was over. That's why I said don't call me. Didn't want you hearing his name by accident. I stared. The hallway light cut harsh shadows across her face. For the first time in 8 years, she looked like a stranger wearing my girlfriend's skin. 20 missed calls, I said. Not from him, from you. She met my eyes, guilt radiating, sucking the air out of the room. I was scared, she whispered, scared of losing you. Scared you'd never forgive me. Scared I ruined the only thing that ever felt like home. Stepped aside, she passed with her bag slung over her shoulder. Pausing once, I don't expect you to believe me, she said. But I ended it because the second I imagined never hearing your laugh again, nothing else mattered. Not him, not the thrill. Nothing. The door clicked softly behind her, a sound that mirrored a heartbreakingly irreversible ending. I stood, in silence, then picked up my phone. 20 missed calls. 20. Voicemails I would never listen to. I opened the messages with him and typed one line. She's all yours now. Good luck sent blocked, deleted. I sank to the floor of the home we built together, the scent of her perfume still in the air, and cried until nothing remained but the hollow echo of a future that no longer existed. Somewhere in the city, she was probably doing the same. Some betrayals don't need villains. Sometimes all it takes are two broken people who stop choosing each other soon enough to notice.